Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of KingsGuard. I should have had a virtual background put up, but you get to see this green screen. Please don't.
Recording stopped.
Please don't do anything with this green screen. Hi, we're on another episode of KingsGuard. I did not have Twitch up because I am unprepared. Let's get it. We're gonna start with introductions. I'm Noir. I'm gonna be your GM for today. I go by he, they, and we're gonna pass it down to the most important part of any story, and that's the people who make it happen. So let's go ahead and start with the Kings of KingsGuard, AJ, aka Eugene Fasterberger.
Hi, I'm AJ. I go by he, him, and I will be playing Eugene Fasterberger. He, they, man of sea and stars, proclaimed king of Gloria. We are maybe all in danger, and now I turned a little into a cowboy now, so that's what we're doing.
Ye and haw.
Can't stress that enough.
All right.
Ye cannot stress this enough.
I knew that was coming.
Ha ha ha.
And so we're moving right along to our producer, aka our paladin, aka Yena, aka Anita. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anita or Panita or Critical Misses, and tonight I am playing Yena Stein, your Oath of Vengeance paladin.
That was, simple to the point.
Both of us use she, they pronouns.
There you go. And moving on over to D, aka Aday. Tell us about yourself.
Oh, hello, my lovely children of the dark. My name is D. I use any pronouns that make you feel all warm and tingly inside, and I will be playing Aday Zuko, who uses he, they pronouns.
Okay. And we've got Darby, aka Arabella. Tell us about yourself.
Hello, I am Darby. I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget to say things about myself. I am playing Arabella Chestnut, an Air Genasi Blade Singer wizard, really just a lolly Terminator, and both she and I use she, her pronouns.
I love how stilted that sounded in the beginning, but you totally killed it in the end. And next, last but certainly not least, we've got Harper, aka Shosha. Tell us about yourself.
Hello, everyone. I am Harper. I play Shosha Sistoris. Shosha is a Yuan-Ti warlock who is in potential danger, ? Shosha uses she, her pronouns. I use she, they pronouns. And my cat is having an asthma attack behind me.
Oh, no. Okay. And so let's do a quick recap. You know what? I want to try something new today. I feel like it's a brand new day. Who wants to give a recap of what happened last session? If you do, you might get an advantage card. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Darby.
Yes. My notes. The power. Okay. Last time, at the beginning, I missed the first 10 minutes, but Shosha was moving and grooving and found some things out about their lineage, in that they may be related to one of the daughters of the old kings who maybe absorbed a bunch of God's powers and is crazy super powerful and maybe doesn't need her ring because her ring actually inhibits her powers. And then she found Healy again. And then Healy smashes down into the castle area. Does a peekaboo. Mirabelle's like, well, crap, I didn't account for this shit. Shit, balls. And then she mind controls everyone, which is super not cool. Don't do that, kiddos. What's next? My brain is stopping. Also, Shosha met some guy who's like, I hunt dragons, and if you let them all out, I'm gonna kill all of them, which was not cool. Also not cool. But so Mirabelle being Mirabelle, an absolute grade A wench, sewer gutter trash, is like, let's negotiate. I want to marry Eugene. And if I marry Eugene, you can get 3 months to prove that this fish man is in fact the king of the world. And I won't kill you instantly. How about that? Because I have like a bunch of people coming to kill you all. So we did that. She gave me the ring with Sivral's soul in it, which was super cool of her, except she did something super not cool, which was steal Ariel, which Arabella still doesn't know. Secrets. And then we released Sivral's soul in the church, Father Peck's old church. We found a guy, a gnome, who said, "Oh, I was praying to God, but clearly he didn't hear it because you found me, and I'm here." And he was awesome and funny. And then he told us that there was a resistance in the mountains with the Zukas, and that we've been gone for like a year. And then a day's little familiars flew around the city. They found out information for us, and they found a scary lady, a scary hot lady walking toward the Stein estate. And she goes, "Don't look at the Stein estate. You like go away." And then when Yenna heard who that was, Yenna went running. We went running to the Stein estate, abandoning Eugene's attempt at a hero's feast. Yet again, we run. We're zooming. And do we get there? We find Yenna's mom stepping on Yenna's dad, but not in the hot way.
No, it was a very hot way. I beg to differ.
Like it itself was hot, but the act of stepping on him was not for him to enjoy of the hotness. We find that there are 2 wills, one with Yenna's name and one with that stinky wench gutter wench written on it. We burned the gutter wench's name, and Yenna is now officially the inheritor of the Stein estate. But does Mirabelle know that? Who knows? She stinks. She's terrible. We hate her. Or do we? And then we go home. We hear Dad, the worst dad of the year, screaming and crying for the entire night as Yenna's mom has a fucking blast.
I'm so sorry. You myself.
And then let's see. I skipped a lot of notes. Let's see. And then we have a hero's feast. We actually do it. We eat. We gain benefits of a hero's feast. And then we wake up the next morning. We talk about all the shit that happened, like the Red Queen, the fact that Tiamat might be coming, who Tiamat is, all this crap. And then we go, well, crap, Eugene needs to get married today. And I guess we have to do our job as a KingsGuard and be his, like, groomsmen, guardsmen, groomsguard. There we go. I found it. I did it. And then we decided to do the smartest thing that anybody has ever done in a D&D game and split the party into 3. Shosha's going to Shosha's home, Yenna is going to the Stein estate, and a day Eugene and Arabella are finally having some time together like Toph and Zuko, a heartfelt moment in which we are going to share our feelings and bond closer together than ever before. We're going to the Zuko Mountains to see if we can find the resistance. Maybe the Democrats who wanted to have a democracy, maybe they'll overthrow Mirabelle, who knows? And then at the Shosha estate, turns out that the Sisturai mom is actually puppeteering some stinky man on the throne, and she may be a racist, and hates kind of everyone, which is not cool. But then Shosha decided, witch bolt, call an ambulance, but not for me. And then in our post-credit scenes, we found out that Mirabelle had Ariel. She had a magic metal gauntlet, but that doesn't matter because the worst part of it all, chat, is that Mirabelle called the Red Queen to Stoneheart. And now, not only do I have to get my awesome, cool, really cool friend, child chaos knife back from my stinky wench of a sister, we now maybe have to deal with the Red Queen in Stoneheart. So, that's your recap.
If anyone out there needed a reason to put Darby Pack in everything, in everything.
What?
I don't think I'm ever doing a recap again.
Why did we let Darby do this first? Like, we can never do that again.
The bar that's been set that we could never top.
Can never do it.
In fact, I'm giving you 2 advantage cards. That was
Damn.
And the second one is a heroic level.
Damn.
I can't. That was amazing. That was amazing.
Darby is now stacked.
right,
I
but
got cards for days, baby.
now we get into it. And we're going to start at the only place it makes sense to start. We last left off, Shosha went to face her mother.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, you casted a witch bolt at dear old mom.
In fact, I did that. I sure did.
So go ahead and roll your attack, please.
Okay. Sure, I can do that. 100%. If my keyboard could work, that'd be lovely. Just gonna be a second. Hold on, please. There we go. Roll20 is not liking my internet.
All good.
We're just gonna open up the character sheet again. We're gonna try again. See if that works. We're gonna reload Roll20 and see if that works.
Also, shout out to Roll20 gang. Thank you for spotlighting our show, and thank you for the shirt. I appreciate you. Makes my moves look good.
Oh man, I should have worn my shirt. I
You
don't
could
even know
have
where it
matched.
is.
I want a shirt.
Me too.
I gotta find my shirt. Hold on.
Roll20 shirt. Ooh. Sorry.
So mad I didn't get a shirt. I had the opportunity to.
Also, if Twitch, if you want to
Scared.
sponsor us, what's up? I'm a hoe. Well, what we got going over?
Still holding. Pause music.
Okey-dokey.
Yeah, my Roll20 is I'm relaunching the campaign.
No worries.
I don't think it likes me very much at the moment.
By the way, everyone, there is a nuke under Stoneheart or under Iceheart Castle.
And by the way, there's a nuke.
Yeah.
Not a fake, not a metaphorical nuke, a literal nuke.
A
And now the
literal
Red Queen
nuke.
may have access to it.
A literal nuke. A
Red-
literal nuke.
That's kind of nukes, literal ones. That's right. We get weird in this campaign, baby. I love it.
Mirabelle got 25 consecutive kills, and so is able to drop a tactical strike on the battlefield. This music is so dramatic.
It really is.
Yeah, mama's not happy with you casting a witch bolt at her. Like,
Why
I
am I
would
not hearing any
figure
of
that
the
she
music?
would be. Oh,
What?
that's my mom again.
yeah.
Oh, I don't think
Oh.
I'm on the screen with the things. So I'm not hearing any.
Oh, you're
music.
not.
No. I'm just seeing the mean stuff still.
Well, here, go ahead and refresh, please.
Refresh.
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, please. But that's okay. Is everybody
we
else
are.
in the mansion?
Yeah, I can see everything.
Okay. You see Shosha's token, and you see.
Mhm.
Okay.
My character sheet's just not loading. I don't know what to tell you.
Roll20's giving me some problems too. It's not refreshing.
Oh boy. Okay. In that case, what we'll do is we'll move over to a different scene, and we'll come back once it's steady.
Did you like that little teaser? That little salt bay on your game? Little sprinkle flavor.
Hey, what's a stream without technical difficulties? So,
I'm just going to try exiting the pages and opening them back up again.
okay. And instead, we're going to move to a different scene.
Oh, we're back. Sorry. They did it.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The scene that we're moving on to is going to be one where, you have walked to go back to the Stein estate. And it doesn't take you long to see that everything there is burning.
My guess is that Mirabelle has been here already.
Not been here. You look off into the distance and you see the familiar red hair. It's almost like a showdown. And she yells across the distance. You should be able to see her now.
Hmm?
I believe you have something that belongs to me.
Yeah, it's me. It's not
I'm
me.
not quite sure what you mean.
It's very simple. I knew that old fool would have some sort of contingency. And after my assassin did her work, well, I hear about you. I didn't think you'd be dumb enough to come back here. But since you are, could you do me the favor of not having to waste my time killing you and just give me the will?
Well, its ashes are currently inside the building, you see. I had no need for any of my father's things, so I burned both of them.
Roll me a deception check.
Damn right, I'm gonna. Ah, shit, I'm not good at deception anymore. Do I have anything for this? No, I don't. Sure don't, unless someone wants to buy me an advantage. Okay.
Borrow my deception ability if you want to.
Can I take a no. Shosha's in the middle of something else right now. I'm not gonna borrow Shosha's abilities.
Oh, you got a +1?
I got +1.
Okay.
Come on, Roll20. Give me something here. Fuck, it's an 8. Are you kidding me?
Thank you, Roll20, for all the gifts that you give us, including these rolls.
You see, she's...
That's an 8 total.
So, if that's the way that we're going to play it, then I suppose poor Yenna died in the same fire that took her father. Men, and that's when you hear footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
Several of them.
Okay. Divine sense they're all human, I'm assuming?
They are all human.
And how do they look?
Well armed, well equipped, and just following orders.
Well.
I am going to need you to roll me initiative.
It's probably not going to be very good. 12.
Well, hold on one second. All right, click on your token and roll that for me one more time, please.
That's good. Sorry about that.
No problem.
1 less than before.
I'll change it to be the proper 12. So, Mirabelle is going to go first. Let's go ahead and get some of these guys here to roll. Four, yeah. All right, so that group is going to go last. So Mirabelle goes, if this is the way that you want to play it, if you insist that I have to waste my time and kill you, then so be it. She is going to cast. She's going to start off simple with a lightning bolt.
Okay, that's a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. You see her hands start to glow as a gauntlet appears on her hands with crackling energy that before you can see it build up to its climax in her hand, it streaks towards you at lightning pace. And now we begin the battle. So, what did you get for your dexterity?
20, plus 3.
So you are only going to take half of this. So that's good.
Yeah, I got that going for me at least.
Give me just a second here while I get us all set. Because that's 8d6. So you're going to take half of this. So half of 28, you take 14 points of damage as you duck away and still get winged by the electricity. It is now your turn.
Okay. I am going to run this direction so that I'm out of her line of sight.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
Okie dokie. Go ahead.
1 second.
So where are you trying to go?
I would like to, it's 500 feet, I believe, is Dimension Door.
Okay.
Let me
I
just
think
do.
it's 400.
No, it's 500.
Is it 500? That's so much more.
Yes. My range is 500 feet. How far is the church from here?
It's a bit further than 500.
Yenna knows pretty much all of these grounds, like the back of her hand. She's going to use it to get away from this crew and this rabble to...
That was actually a clutch move.
I know she had counterspell, so that's why I made sure I was out of line of sight.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes, I'm going to use it to teleport away from here 500 feet as far as I can go to safety, or to where I think relative safety would be. Yeah.
Okay. All right, 1 second. Ooh. There we go. So you are currently 95 feet away. Okay. So the closest she can. Okay. So you teleport to another part of the Stein estate because it's massive.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to run. And then you hear, and you see another dimension door. right behind you. I suppose my sister never told you what it is that I do, did she?
Well.
That is her turn. It is now your turn.
Okay, so she's close to me.
This is as far as she could get.
Okay. I think Yenna's just going to say, yes, but now I got you away from your guards.
They were just going to be a distraction anyway.
Something that I can do. I don't have any other spell slots, and I don't know that. So instead, she's how far away from me currently?
She is currently, if I recall correctly,
55
Yeah.
feet from me.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Then I would like to... Let's see, how far does that get me? Sorry, I need to make quicker decisions, but I'm having a hard time. 30 feet.
that's okay. Take your time.
It's probably gonna get counterspelled, but I'd like to try and Misty Step 30 feet towards her, and then get into close combat range.
Okay. She does not counter it.
Okay.
So go ahead and move where you are.
So it'd be 30 feet right to there. Sorry, I have to get my token to here, and then I would just run up into combat range.
Okay.
Is this a bad move? This is probably a bad move, but...
She looks at you and goes, "Oh, I get to get my hands messy." Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Since that was my bonus action and my movement, I still have my attacks. So Yenna is going to attack.
Okay.
Is going to
You have a +2 to the first one.
Okay. I'm going to swing with the Holy Avenger.
Okay.
Or we're going to do 2 swings with Holy Avenger.
Okay.
Papa Booey. 21 to hit.
You rolled a 5.
Divination Wizards.
As she-
Gotcha.
And she goes, "Oh, this!" And you can see she's like, before you even move, she just sidesteps.
Okay. I get 2 attacks per round currently, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
All right, sounds good. Just doing it quick. Try that again. 26 to hit.
At 26, that will hit. Well, actually, hold on. Will it hit? Yes, it will hit.
Okay.
So she dodges the first one, and the second one, tell me how it hits.
Yenna's going to strike down with this, or miss with the first, but then come back with sort of a backhand strike. And with that backhand strike with the Holy Avenger, for some reason it only says that it's 4. That's not correct. That should be a... Sorry, that should be 2d10 if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's 2d10, correct? Am I completely off base there? Sorry, it's just not in my character sheet at the moment.
Give me a second. Yeah, it does 2d10.
Okay. So that's 12 points of damage, and I would like to also pump a smite into it.
Okay.
Level 3, 21 more damage.
Okay. And you can see she's clutching the wound and smiles. Okay. So you got skills. I suppose I should take this seriously then. And on her turn, you see she takes her ring off and throws it backwards, and it lands on the ground. And you see as the metal expands into a suit of armor, and she just steps back into it, and it wraps around her. Every part of her is now covered. So, let's try this again. And this time, die like you're supposed to, please. And
That
she
wasn't
puts her
technically a
arms.
spell, was it? That was just a magic item
Nope.
being used? Cool.
Mm-hmm. She puts her hands together, and you see lightning crackling again, and she shoots it forward. Please make me a dexterity save.
Okay. I can use my reaction with a melee to make a melee attack against her because I have Mage Slayer.
Okay.
It's only an 11 though.
That it hits, but you feel the strength of the armor. It hits her, but mechanically it does not hit.
Okay.
It hits the armor, and you feel how strong this material is. And she just kind of laughs and goes, I knew you'd do that. And then shoots the electricity at you.
Natural 20.
You rolled a 5.
That's what I thought. There goes my good luck card.
So this is going to be 12d6. As that is 44 points of damage.
Okay.
And as the lightning racks your body and you kind of fall to one knee, she just starts to hover over you and goes, "You still alive?"
Okay. Sorry. I think it'll take a little bit more than that. So it's 44 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry, that's plus that. Okay. Sounds good. That's my turn now.
It is your turn.
I am going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And I would like to use my action to pop my wings.
Awesome.
And I am going to fly as far away as I can with my wings.
You are going to incur an attack of opportunity.
With disengage? Or, sorry.
Oh, no, never mind. I forgot about the... Yeah.
Actually, no, that's wrong. I will have to incur an attack of opportunity because popping
can't
wings is a
engage.
full action.
A full
And
action, yep.
I cannot disengage because I'm not a rogue.
Yep.
Okay. So
you... and she is going to cast with her... Yes, because she has War Mage. And what she is going to do is just a very quick let's go ahead and put that in there. I need you to make me a Constitution save. As you pop your wings, she just crosses her arms and a wave of electricity shoots out.
It's a 13.
Yeah, you are gonna get pushed back away from her, and you're gonna take points of damage, 2d8. Mm-hmm. So that's 13 points of damage, and you get knocked back 10 feet away from her.
Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna use my wings to fly as far away as I can.
What's your movement speed?
With the wings, I believe it's still 30 feet, I'm sure.
Oh, this is fucking awesome. So you fly into the night sky, and she goes, "You don't think you can get away that easy, do you?" And you see electricity shooting out of her boots and then flames as she takes to the skies after you. You are 30 feet in. You're both 30 feet into the air. And what is she going to do? She's just going to use. She's just going to use this. So you see on the sides of her armor, a hatch opens up, and 2 barrels aim at you, and she is going to fire.
Okay.
Uh, 22 to hit.
Both. Yeah, they hit.
You're going to take 7 points of damage as she's approaching you. The armor starts shooting.
Full movement and action. I'm trying to get to a populated place.
Okay. Are you flying up or away? Because right now you're just 30 feet.
Away.
Away. Okay. She's flying after you. You move 60 feet. She is going to. I think she knows what you're doing. Does she have anything that can stop you?
I mean,
Okay. She is going to be a little bit behind you, but you see the armor starts to glow red. And there is an exterior armor behind it. As she gets larger and continues to chase after you. She is 30 feet behind you. However, she is much larger now.
okay. She's 30 feet behind me?
Mm-hmm.
And if I were to use my movement, I would be 60 feet. There's no way that I can get. Is there any way that I can break her eye line again? Any sort of terrain?
Right now you're both in the sky. I'm going to say roll me a survival check.
Okay. I'm not very good at that, but we'll try it anyway. 16.
With the 16, you're able to see that there is a stable that if you dive into it quickly, there are 2 possible exits out. And as long as you hold your position, she'll have to stop and wait to see which way you go out.
Okay. I would like to do that. I'd like to dive in.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. This is just to see how well you're able to do it.
Okay.
If you do it
21.
well enough, she might. Okay, so you did it so well that she didn't even see which building you went into. She just saw that you flew into a group of buildings, and so in response, you see she hovers up to get a better overhead view, and she just shouts, "I'm going to kill you, Yenestein! Stop making me work for it!"
I'll cast haste on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've broken her eye line, and I'm gonna take out through that building like a bat out of hell. Now that I have 60 feet of movement.
Okay. She held her action. And she's gonna this is gonna be her last shot that she can take at you, most likely.
You also have an additional action that you can use right now after casting it.
I'm gonna use that for movement as well, like just a
Okay.
bolt.
So this is for
Gotta go fast.
This is for all the baking, because this might stop you. This might be the thing. As soon as you run out, she opens her hands, and the red gauntlets send a wave of red crimson energy at you. And as you're flying, you can feel the gravity around you trying to suck you back towards the direction of Maribel. If you make this save, you break free, and you're gonna be able to fly into the night sky well away from Maribel. If not, this encounter continues.
Okay, Constitution saving throw. Everybody give me like the best vibes that you have, because I need to roll a 7 or higher for this.
And you are still gonna take damage, but
okay, now I need to roll a 5 or higher. Roll20, please don't fuck me. Roll20, okay, that's a 7 on the die, plus 2, so that is a 14.
oh, who gave you the +2?
That would
God
be...
damn
that would
it,
be
kind.
Thanks, B.
All right, so you take half of 19, so I'm just gonna say that's 8 points of damage. As you're almost being pulled back in, but you're able to rebuff it with your wings, and you just narrowly escape with your life. However, in the night sky, as you fly, you do hear, "What a wonderful show." And that is where we are going to move on to another scene. Oh, that was tight!
That was so tight. I'm so stressed right now, y'all. Remember when we joked about how we thought that Yenna was going to be the one that's going to the safe place?
Nah, Maribel's pissed the fuck off. And now I have notes on Maribel.
Is she a goddamn artificer now?
She definitely.
She can fly now.
She
I
has
think
Iron
Gunther
Man
just
suit
gave her a
now?
fucking suit. Yeah,
that's what happens
I think
when you've
that's
got
what
a
it
bunch
is
of
more than
Gunther
anything.
give her a goddamn Iron Man suit?
Yeah,
God
Gunther gave her
damn
an
it.
Iron Man suit.
I don't know who this Iron Man is, but I know who the
gave her-
Saint
Oh,
is.
god damn it.
It's Saint. I'm beheading her on principle.
Everybody, book your flights to Chicago now.
Hey,
All right,
can
Fuck
we-
Miracle
Fucking
MidCon's
Saint.
happening in Chicago. We're coming to you live as we beat down on Noir's door.
Hey, can we have just like a special episode of Second City Saviors, just real quick right now, as Echo is going to hunt this man down?
Oh my god,
And
Tuck is
fucking
right behind
Beat
you,
the
dog.
shit out of him.
Tail come out of retirement for one more job.
Saint,
Should be that scene
bastard.
of Shaun of the Dead where we're all beating
Let me
on
get
that
my
one
horns.
song.
After a few hours after a little bit of walking, you start to head into the mountains, expecting to find the Zuko's, and you see a camp just inside of their fortifications, and it seems to have been abandoned.
I have disguised self on, by the way.
Okay.
I don't feel like a chestnut walking around Zuko territory is exactly welcome right now.
So what do you do?
My king, do you mind if I assist you and we look for prints of signs of people having been around?
Yeah,
That's where they went.
Yeah,
Can I give
let's,
Eugene the help action on this tracking check?
Absolutely. And I don't know what happened to Eugene's token. One second.
Yeah, my token's being weird. I try to upload a new one with the actual official art and not the
not the old one.
old one that I have.
Yeah, I'll fix that at break.
Yeah.
But let's
It
go
might
ahead.
just need a refresh, but we'll figure that out later. So I'm making a survival check, or what?
So what are you trying to do here?
I guess what we're trying to figure out where if it's empty, we see if there's any active tracks of going anywhere new.
And can I make an investigation check? Just to vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right.
absolutely you can. So go ahead and roll me your investigation.
Be 12.
I mean, you see footprints, and they don't seem to be too old.
Why this music again? Not this.
I'll make.
I'm so sorry.
So I'll make my survival check with advantage because
Instant
of
trauma.
assistance from a day.
More
Mhm.
flashbacks.
No, it's not any bonus 15.
Okay. So you're able to tell that these tracks are fresh.
Mhm.
Someone was just here and they left in a hurry.
Which direction did they head off to?
They headed deeper into the mountains going north.
So I'm just kneeling into the snow, looking at the footprints. Well, it looked like they went deeper into the mountain.
That makes sense. That is the emergency plan for if things go poorly. Does this, knowing the standard to which our camps are generally set up, does this look like it was put together properly or like put together as a last resort?
Check. Go ahead and roll me an investigation. I mean, just from first glance, looks pretty normal.
It's only a 12.
But yeah, show me on the map where you go, and we'll discuss what happens next.
Yeah, and a day's just sort of giving the camp a once over, just to see if this camp behind Zuko lines looks like a Zuko camp.
As soon as you start to investigate,
Mhm.
you are jumped.
Oh.
You are jumped, but then as soon as a spear gets about this close to you, you hear, "A day?"
I'd suggest you remove the spear from my face, boy, or I'll do it.
Apologies. We thought that you had died. We did not think that we would see you ever again.
I am not that easy to kill, thankfully. And I'll look around and say, I apologize for being gone for so long. Things have, a lot has happened.
It must have, because I would have recognized you much sooner if I had seen Tembeka.
Yes. How have things been in my absence? I haven't heard the best of news.
The politicians and the nobles will say one thing, but we know the truth of it. We are at war, and we are the Zukos. We are born prepared for war.
Where is, you've established a front team, which is good. People have retreated to the caves, yes?
Yes, and they have found... We have dug deep, as is protocol when things go awry. And they have found much. And they are outsiders, strangers to our world. They've
I've
come.
heard that, yes.
They
Hmm.
bring new tools of war and death. Your voice will be much appreciated. We have been torn between using these new tools or fighting honorably.
Do you have one here?
We have many.
Let me see one.
And he goes digging and he pulls out just this black, long, stick looking thing. And he goes, be careful not to hit this lever here. If you do, this will cause destruction, the likes of which only the most adept mages are capable. And he hands it to you.
They will take it and immediately turn the barrel to directly face his face and like sniff and say, black powder. What is this?
I have never seen anything like it.
Well, at the very least, don't use anything that you're not trained to. You know the rules. Stick to what you've learned and defend until the last, eh?
I understand.
A day will reach out and just put like a closed fist in the center of his chest and say, you're doing good work. Hold the line.
We thought that you were watching. We could not disappoint.
And I am always watching even when I'm not.
And you hear a voice kind of just working their way over to you. And it's Anati. She goes, I know the sound of that foolishness from anywhere.
A day will turn and kneel. There she is. You started a war while I was gone.
Well, I had to do something. I was bored.
And a day will hug Anati and pick her up entirely off the ground, which I'm sure she hates, but she'll be fine.
She is a lot bigger than you remember, but you're still able to pick her up. And as soon as you do, she pushes and she goes, what did you do?
What do you mean?
I have been picked up by you 1,000 times in my life. And I have told you every time that you do it, not to do it. But this time is different. You are cold and you smell different. What did you do? And who are these people?
And a day will like look up, having completely forgot that they were there.
Yeah, Eugene and
And go,
Arabella are just like
Eugene is
doing the awkward standing there, like
Eugene
trying
is
not to watch too much.
full smiling at this whole interaction of a day talking to their men and talking to his daughter, just kind of just standing there, just like full smiling, just
This
happy to see a different side.
Arabella's just very awkward. Does not understand happy parental interaction.
Well, the answer to all your questions is a lot of things. This is Arabella.
Drop disguise self and do a small bow.
I believe you would have seen her at some noble functions occasionally. And this is King Eugene Festifiker. King.
And these are your words, eh?
Indeed.
Well,
We knew a king would come out of the sunken castle. We just knew who it would be.
not at all what I thought.
You're preaching to the choir on that one.
Well, Your Highness, we are the Zukos. If it is a day's word that you are king, and she kneels down, may I be the first to say, long live the king.
Long live the king. And Ade will shoot a look toward the men who have not said the words yet and just stare.
Oh, they all say it and duck down. And you hear footsteps coming. And you see echoes. And they're walking to Anati. And they're echoes of her. And they hand her a version of the same stick that you have, except it's much longer. And then I thought I was going to have to kill all of you.
Wait. What was all that now?
I think your daughter took after you a day.
Hopefully not too much.
Ade, you have a fine family here. I can see how deep the bonds go.
Ade will stand up and sort of dust the snow off of him and turn to Arabella and Eugene and say, apologies for my lack of manners, but welcome to the Zukorn Mountains. Welcome to my home.
Before we treat you all to food and shelter, I would like to take a day for just a moment, if I could.
By all means.
Of course.
Men, give them whatever they want. What is your king? And she just walks and takes
I just elbow it down. I was like, that's your like,
she's the real boss around here. Don't
can
be
tell
fooled by my title.
oh my god. Should I have you replaced or something? Like,
and just for out of game, the weapon that she has is a sniper rifle with the head of a hammer, very much like Thembeka on the stock. And she is going to take just a day. And she takes you to a nearby grave. This will be her for now, just because I need something. Whoa, that's the wrong token. And you guys can't see this anyway. Haha, what's that? God, I'm so sorry. 1 second. There we go. And so she takes you to a nearby grave, to the nearby grave, and she goes, We have stood strong against Mirabelle and her whatever campaign of war and destruction that this is, and we have held against the Shistrirai, and we have even held much, much better than the Chestnuts. But we have lost. I think it would do well for those who rest to know that you have come to tell them goodbye.
They will nod and will sort of mutter mostly to himself and say, I suppose I am oddly prepared for this now. And he'll step to the center of the graves and summon Tithe Taker. And just, if there are any souls that are sort of like still hanging around this area of the, like around their graves, Ade will just usher them up and across the transition and say, your service will be remembered. Brave in life, valiant in death. Glory unto your name.
And as soon as you finish the words, you see the spirits of the fallen soldiers hover just over the caskets. And they, one last time, nod. And then they go to where they're meant to be. And behind you, Anati goes, I know that you are one stubborn son of a bitch, but I also know a corpse when I feel it. I don't know what it is that you did, but I know what it cost you. And I have one question to ask you. And you'll answer it. You'll answer it as a day, or I will kill you where you stand. Are you a day, Zuko?
You know, I've asked myself that a couple of times since I left. And I have changed far more than just my heart no longer beating.
I saw the ring. I know.
If it's any consolation you'd like,
I better.
and a day will stab the scythe into the ground end first. And as he walks towards Anati, the shadows sort of gather and collect into that cloak as he kneels down and says, but despite my changes, I am a Deizuko.
Good. Because I have already had to do many things that I do not enjoy. And
A
killing
day.
you would have been like top 5 for sure.
Day will put his hands on her shoulders and say, the world asks far too much of its youth. You're meant to learn from the past and shoulder the burdens of the future, while not really understanding the weight of your decisions. I'm sorry that the world is not good enough for you or your generation, but you will make it so.
I named her Zemaya. She pulls out
Oh.
her sniper hammer. The only reason that I was able to carry the weight of the burdens that were placed on my shoulders is because you prepared me for them. Not just as a Zuko, but as one of your own. The men that live because of the lessons that you taught me. And now you have returned from the dead to protect us still. You have not failed us. You fail us if you quit. You fail us if you walk away. Our work is not done here. Stoneheart is in danger. I believe all of Gloria is in danger. We have the return of old dead magics, strangers from another world. We need you now more than ever. So you don't get to apologize. She slaps you on the shoulders and starts to walk. You get to work.
A day will summon Tithe Taker to his hand and go, who raised this little girl to be so mouthy? And he'll just follow her as she walks back.
Because I was raised by an asshole.
Yay.
And with that, she guides the 3 of you.
While
yes.
they were gone, I want to have taken a seat and do my cosmic omen thing.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna roll evens or odds.
And as you're doing your thing, Like you can see a couple of the Zuko guards like looking at you and like nudging each other. And then one of them goes, I know this might be terribly inappropriate to ask, and I would not want to disrespect the king. But what are you exactly?
God.
It's a little bit more complicated than I had originally thought.
We are of the earth. Yeah. And this one looks like to be of the air. Are you like water? Are you like us? But you are of water.
The Avatar. Masterful for elements.
I was raised by and in the water, but not quite of the water.
Can you breathe in water?
I can, yes.
That is so cool. We
So,
can melt into the earth. Look, and like one guy just falls backwards and just. I think that one should be able to fly, from what I've read. I read that they are like we are of the Genasi. I read that they are a water Genasi, but I've never seen one.
I am not a Genasi of a water Genasi. I'm more closely just more to a Triton. I was raised by Tritons.
Read about them. They stay underwater. That's very interesting. Well, I'm so sorry but we are very interested.
Oh no, it's completely okay.
What are you doing? He's looking at your own.
Yeah, so Eugene is definitely just cross-legged, sitting on the floor with he has taken his cloak off and is just moving his hands through the cloak as he is using his star map. So it has rolled woe. For whenever a creature I can see within 30 feet of me is about to make an attack roll, saving throw, or an ability check, I can use my reaction to roll a d6 and subtract that number from the total.
In the stars, you see a bird flying away from lightning and fire. And then you see a constellation of warring vipers.
Okay. As Eugene is seeing that, he's looking to the Zuko guards, and he's like, "Oh, I study the stars. This is my star map, so to say. I consult it whenever I can to see essentially what is written in the stars and to see if the stars can guide me throughout the day."
Oh, okay, I understand that. I have a spear, but I'm really good with it though. I can do all sorts of tricks. What about you? What do you do? And he points to Arabella.
Well, I was taught to she'll pull out. She's going to reach for where Ariel was.
Mm-hmm.
And find nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Grit her teeth. And then pull out Sivral's blade instead. And just flourish it. And then pull out Castanea as well.
Hey, doesn't that look like... Yeah, that does look like a little bit. You think? Yeah. Okay. I think we saw something that looks very similar to the writing on your sword deep in the mountains.
Did you?
Yeah.
That The writing on Sivral's blade, the first. It was not just the writing that smashed into it with lightning. Was there more? That is incredibly interesting. I hope that you could show me that if we venture down there.
All decisions are up to Anati.
If Anati or a day agrees to do so.
I think Anati just relinquished powers to the king. So, speaking of, like, what's it like to be king? Like, they're just very friendly and like curious.
I mean,
They're
this is
so nice.
This is such a change of pace.
It's a nice change of fucking pace to go
God,
from Mirabelle being like, ew, what are you?
This was the
I'm
safe place.
I'm a terrible person and I am a fish racist. So
I'm sorry.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's a lot.
I imagine it'd be stressful because you don't even have a palace. That doesn't mean you're any less of a king. It just means that, like, you've got to get you don't have any kingly accoutrement. You need to get you like a crown at least. You have a crown?
I do not. I do not have a crown.
Zomea! Hey! And they start talking in primordial.
can Arabella understand what they're saying?
Do you understand primordial?
Yes. Or let me double check. Yes, I do speak primordial.
I also speak primordial.
Damn.
When you think that they can't speak the language, but they do. Arabella's just
I'm not going to make any
smile.
indication that I can't speak it just yet.
Yeah.
But.
Just gonna smile. Just I don't understand.
Take some of that weird metal crap from this outsiders and make this man a crown.
Get this man a crown.
Wow, a day. Wow, Eugene. Looks like you're gonna.
And you see Maya runs off and starts gathering material.
Honestly, this is probably one of the first times in which I have been introduced as king and they didn't immediately want to kill me.
Yeah.
So this is a very nice change of pace.
On the downside, I have a bit of bad news.
And it's about this time.
What you mean?
Which a day should be present for when I deliver.
It's around this time that Ade and Anati start coming back. Anati has an extra little bounce in her step, very much lighter.
Sorry, they didn't tuck your heads off while we were gone, did they?
Oh, no, it was very much appreciated.
Super welcome.
Mm.
I have some bad news, though.
What's that?
Arabella will just display the distinct lack of an Ariel on her hip. I believe my sister is a little bit of a pickpocket.
And a day will sort of wince and look at Arabella and go, I mean, that's not really a shock, though.
I wanted to believe the best, but now may have to get a sword as a part of a dowry.
I do not know what it is that we are talking about, but I am heavily invested. Nati's just kind of thinking it.
A day will just put a hand on her face and go, grown folks business. Go on now.
I let this drive for a year and a half. Okay, you know what? It's all on you now. You want to treat me like a child? I will act like a child. And she just kicks the nearest crate.
Your daughter is an absolute riot.
She's the best parts of me.
I have met her for 5 minutes, and
I already love her.
I love her so much.
Anything
She'll
happens.
okay, all right. She'll get on your nerves eventually.
Oh no, know. It's sort of the getting on your nerves part that makes her very endearing.
You just,
Yeah,
you
I don't
just hear
know,
a
I
loud "Doosh," and she
Oh
shoots
my
her
God.
for no reason, just doing childish things. Just keeps walking towards the mountain.
I don't know where she
You're-
gets that. She gets into a bad mood and then just gets pissy for so long. I don't know where she picks that up from.
It's crazy. I
Just-
can't think of a
just-
single moment in which you may have ever done
Bizarre.
anything like that. Oh
just,
no.
just Eugene and Arabella just like, yeah. Interesting.
Either way,
I'm crazy.
we certainly need to get Ariel back, but
We should
one thing at a time, I
Yes.
think.
just
Also,
an update.
I've consulted the my thing, consulted the stars and everything.
Things looking as grim as usual.
I saw 2 warring vipers, so I'm assuming Shosha's up to some trouble, to say the least.
She said she can handle it, and I believe her. If she needs me, she'll find me.
We have our connection. At
yeah.
worst, we can.
Correct.
She can always reach out to us.
Both of them can.
Yes, I am. Is it obvious that I'm very worried about?
No,
Even though
not at all. You keep such a calm exterior.
let's go to the
I'm
mountain.
absolutely fine. Don't worry about the child.
Can I send my familiar as a bird to just sort of flutter around Anati, just like fun.
What is this bird?
Oh my god! What?
High or low?
Low. Let's go low.
So sorry. You're gonna have to resummon.
That's fine. It'll just take 10 minutes. I don't never fucking prepare that spell. Also, did you all forget I had a familiar? Because I forgot I had a familiar.
Well, now you don't. So,
Well, now I don't. So Connie is.
Yeah, I think at what is that? She's like, okay, I think I think we
why
should
don't we go
go.
inside?
We
Are you
should
gonna
go.
roll to hit the bird?
Yes, we probably should. Zemeas, what are you gathering?
Oh yes. So we've got here, and he opens up one of the crates, and you see just a bunch of shells, emptied out bullets that they've been collecting, and you see his hands are glowing red, and he just puts them in the pile, and it liquefies. And then you see he does shape earth, and he creates a mold of a very elaborate looking crown. And then he takes
Ade will reach over and whisper to him before he finishes, and he'll whisper so that no one else hears him. But he tells Zemeas to make a slot for a Zukoan gem in the center.
Of course. And he, with just a flick of his thumb, you can see the mold change. And he takes the melted copper and he puts it in, and then he closes it in his hands. Emily, could you give me a hand here, please? Oh yeah, of course. And you see he casts just a frostbolt over to where the mold is, freezing it really quickly, and then he breaks off all of the stone, and there is a crown. And just with the wave of his hands, all the dirt and grime is gone from it. And he goes, he hands it to you, Ade.
And Ade will reach in a pouch that he keeps inside his cloak and take out the second of the 3 Zukoan gems that he brought with him when he originally left home, and we'll slot it into place. And we'll turn to Eugene and say, "It's not the most official coronation, but
It's the best we could do on short notice. Yeah.
Eugene will kneel in front of Aday.
And
It's
they
like-
will place the crown on his head and say, 'Rise, King of Gloria.'"
This is someone that looks a lot more kingly, I say.
I agree.
Mhm.
A
And
cool
I'll-
Chairman.
Thank you.
I'll turn to the two, Zemeus and Uiwe, and say, "How are your mothers? We haven't lost our blacksmiths, have we?"
No, they are a little worse off for wear. We've had a lot of work, and they're the ones that have been disassembling and reassembling all of the weapons that we've gotten from the strangers. They have learned how to make most of them on their own and to replenish the ammunition that is required for them to function. We are working on improvements now, but there have been a couple of accidents. He like pulls up his hands and you can see a couple fingers missing.
Just like Victor.
It's
I'll
like,
just pat them. I'll pat them both on the chest and go, "Good work, guy. Are you done throwing your temper tantrum so you can lead us to where everyone's holed up?"
oh, now I'm supposed to lead. I thought I was a child.
Oh, for
I
God's
would
sake.
just lead you in circles and circles.
I will put you on your ass, little girl. Do not play with me.
All right, come this way, you old man.
I just lean over to Arabella and was like, "Oh man, I know Sosha's in trouble, but she is missing the greatest thing ever right now."
I know. This
Like,
is gold.
God, I wish I could like capture this moment
Yeah.
to show it to them later.
Yeah. Like it'd be it'd be great if we could just like a small snippet of what we're seeing right now and just
What are you two talking about? Keep up. You'll get lost in the mines if you don't.
Look, yeah, we're coming. It's like,
Yep.
yeah, but like I know
Yeah.
that this would crack a smile on both Yenna and Shosha. Like,
Oh yeah. Seeing a day finally being put in his place
Oh,
by
yeah. Oh,
a
yeah.
12-year-old girl.
oh yeah.
And you all start to head towards the mountain. And that's where we're going to take our first break. And we're going to come back with the battle of the two vipers. And I am terribly excited to see how that plays out.
I'm terribly afraid.
I hope that you're all enjoying the story thus far. But we will see you in about a good 10 minutes. So hang around. Don't do anything stupid. Bye. Hey, what's good? We're back for the second half, and we're just gonna dive right back in and see how our warlock is handling things on their side of the world. So, when we last saw Shosha had a conversation with her mother that ended with her casting Witch Bolt at her mom.
That is a thing that I in fact did, yes.
So go ahead and cast Witch Bolt. We're going to see how this plays out.
Natural 20.
So describe this. You get into this argument with your mother and you just unleash.
So I like to think that as Shosha is having this discussion with her mother and things are getting more and more heated, and both of us are, getting more and more to the point of what the problem is here, that Shosha has not been standing up straight. Shosha's posture is always immaculate, but Shosha's not been standing up straighter, but it almost seems like she's been growing and her hair has sort of begun to levitate a bit and fray off. And there's just this energy around her. And almost without realizing it, she concentrates it in her hand and fires off this bolt of electricity toward her mother.
Your mom goes flying back and buckles and falls down to one knee. Just checking real quick. The Roll20 on the overlay looks like it's not showing anything. Okay, gotcha.
But that is 45 points of lightning damage.
45 points of lightning damage. For sure.
And can I have a good luck card, please?
I've already given it to you.
Oh, yay. Let me go look at that.
All right. And so you see your mother stand back up and begin to dust herself off, though the magic is still attached to her. And she goes, if you end this foolishness now, you can live to regret this mistake. But do not think for a second that I don't have the capacity or the capability or the will to kill you, Shosha. Stop this now. And I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom save. And also
is this a magical effect?
Yes, it is.
I have advantage on this wisdom save.
Yes, this is also dominate person, so I'm doing an O check.
You have advantage on wisdom saves anyway for Heroes Feast.
Do my advantages stack?
They do not.
Dang it.
Tragic.
Truly tragic. Okay. 21.
Oof, boy.
That good meal is sitting in your stomach so good, even though you don't eat. It's so good.
So she definitely forced herself to eat because Eugene had worked so hard on it.
Like 2 bites of polite food is just pulling it in for you right now.
I'm so sorry.
Do not.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're kidding. No, I don't.
And she orders Shosha, drop the spell.
I'm reading the text over this.
It's
concentration up to a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get to repeat the saving throw at any point?
At the end of your turn, I believe you do get to do it again.
Okay. I always make that with advantage. Yee. Oh, wait, I had a plus something or other in chat, but I guess it doesn't matter because it's fine. Okay. Shosha will feel her hand clench and cut off without her meaning to, and the spell will drop.
I do loathe having to do that to you, daughter dearest, but when you misbehave and when you give in to your impulses, you leave me no other choice than to force you to make a smart decision. Now, I will allow you to survive this mistake, but if you choose to continue, if you choose this path, I will eat you. Do you understand?
Do you know, I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And there's a difference between abandoning tradition because it doesn't serve you and spitting in the face of it for personal gain. I won't allow you to do the latter.
You are young and you are foolish and you are making a grave mistake that if you continue to pursue will get you killed.
Do you not believe that I am capable of leading this house?
No longer.
Then why not kill me anyway? Start over. Make another heir.
Because time is valuable, and I would hate to see an investment thrown away. Now, you can either choose to be the heir that I know you can be, or I can force you to be.
I choose to be the person that I want to be, not who you're trying to make me. You can kill me if you want to, but that is my final word.
You've always known our purpose. You've always known the heart of this house. Nothing has changed. You've gone on some trip and begun a dalliance with a Zuko. Fine, I understand. We all make mistakes, but this is not a new revelation. You, at one point, were a masterpiece. You understood what it meant to hold and maintain power. How have you forgotten so much?
I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten the things that I did in our family's name. I haven't forgotten the things that I did to help you keep power. I haven't forgotten. You say that nothing's changed. I have changed. And I will not allow you to do this anymore. Now, either you can change, or I will take over our house today. Do not make me kill you. I have never wanted that. I still don't want that.
Even if you had the capacity to kill me, which you do not, you have no gift for leadership. You think I don't know about the travels that you've gone through, undertaken? You think I didn't have my eyes on you in Nervay? You think that you are something different, something more? You survived, and for that, I am so proud of you. But your heart did not. It's grown weak. I will do what I must, but it pains me to do so. Know your place and let us continue the tactics that are working. Or die.
You always taught me that love and affection were tools to be used and wielded. That perfection was not only expected, but the baseline. Taught me that our house was more important than anything, our ways, our people. And maybe you shouldn't have sent me away because I have seen differently. And I cannot unseen what I have seen. I cannot unlearn what I have learned. I cannot take back the experiences and the people. I cannot shrink back to who I was. And if the only way that I will be accepted as the heir of this house is by doing so, then I renounce my claim as heir of House Sisters. I don't want it.
That is not an option.
What's
That
wrong?
is not.
Did you realize that maybe by sending me away I've gained free will? That maybe I've deviated from what you wanted from me? Maybe I've realized that perfection isn't necessary. It's not even perfect.
When have I failed? Have you ever seen a decision that I've made fall? Have you ever seen me regret anything other than...
That's just it, Mother. I've never seen you fail. I've never seen you falter. I've never seen you regret. I've never seen you as a person. You're a figurehead. You are a legend of this house. Our great-grandchildren will tell stories of you. But I want to be somebody. I want to have my friends.
Oh,
I want to make decisions because of what I want in life. And I'm not going to forget how they'll impact the people of this house, but
the only...
I can't, Mother, I can't go back to just being a puppet.
And this is your final choice. This is what you've decided. This is who you choose to be.
Yes.
Very well. Vashui, leave us. My lady, leave us! And he walks away. You will be the heir to this house. You will put aside these childish whims. You will forget that Zuko and whatever this KingsGuard nonsense that I've heard whispers of from Nervay. You will do as you have been meant to do from birth, or you will die. If you take a step towards that entrance, I will end your life. Decide.
Why bother? If I'm such a disappointment, why bother?
Because you are my disappointment.
That's just it. I don't belong to you anymore. I never will again.
We will see. Roll initiative.
Okay. Oh.
Also, just another O check. Okay. Holy shit.
I don't think it was an advantage. I think it rolled regular.
Yeah, go ahead to roll another one.
Okay, 15. She has a plus 12.
Stay ready.
That's my mama. Oh, here we go.
You see, as you begin to make any movement, just with a slight gesture of her hand, she just goes, "Whew. Please make me a Constitution saving throw."
Is this a magical effect?
It is.
I am at advantage. 18.
All right. So you're going to take the full damage here.
Okay.
Just 4d8. Oh, it's not 48. It's because you cast it. So it's just 20 points of damage as just a cut appears on you. The Dominate has worn off. As soon as the only order she gave was to end the spell. After that, she stopped concentrating on it. Yeah. Luckily, you did not fail by more than 5. As this cut just.
Yeah. Okay. And I am going to. Oh, this is super fun. Because now the party gets to find out what Shosha can do. I'm gonna go ahead and think of Healy, who's been with me since the beginning. She's within 15 feet of me, right?
Yep. Oh, wait, is Healy or her?
My mother.
Oh yeah, this is actual to scale. So she's within 10 feet of you right now.
And hey, just as a point of note, silver dragons make what kind of breath weapon again?
Ice!
Ice, okay, cool. So Shosha will think of Healy's new form, open her mouth, and cast Dragon Breath.
Awesome. You see her reach out and
It's a spell save DC of 18.
He is countering.
Of course she is. Cool. And I don't have counterspell prepared. Figures. And so I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to summon my dagger into my hand. I'm going to move right up next to her.
Oh, dope. And when you summon your daggers, you see she puts her hands out like this, and then grabs, and 2 daggers appear in her hands. If this is what you choose to do, then you will fail. Do you not understand? And she is going to attack. actually, she's going to use a bonus action to aim, and then she's going to attack.
She's some rogue bullshit.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Snack attack. And then she's going to pop a Bardic Inspiration for Psychic Blades.
Oops, fucking... What is my mother?
43.
Deadly.
A pain.
Oh my god. Is any part of this magical? Because I think that some shit happens with magical shit.
It is
Unless it's a saving throw.
It is there is no saving throws, but it is psychic damage for the Psychic Blades.
I do not resist that.
Alright, so that's 43 points of damage as she cuts, spins, and does one last dagger attack. Which only does an additional 8 damage.
Okay.
Also, that was 51 points of damage.
Yep.
You are nowhere near ready.
Wait, 51? Okay, yeah.
That is your turn.
Okay. I am going to attempt to stab my mother with a dagger.
Yep.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Ooh.
That's a 23 to hit?
That hits.
Okay. I don't believe that she can be... I don't actually know if she can be affected by my poison. By the way, that dagger still hasn't stabbed anyone since I loaded it with poison.
Yeah.
last time, so.
You see, you stab and it goes black for a moment, and then the blackness just recedes.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the best that you can do, and you think you can lead?
She does need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Whoop.
And also, I'm going to do a thing because it hit. So what was her con saving throw?
Her con saving throw was a sexy little 11. So she fails.
Fails. So she is wounded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. So she is wounded. She does not end that effect. And as a bonus action, when I stab her, I am going to pump in a Draconic Smite.
Let's go!
So that is going to be 19. She needs to make a con save again. DC 18. Well, she's going to take an additional 19 points of cold damage from that stab.
She staggers backwards. This changes nothing, and you see as her form begins to melt, I will find you, and I will kill you for this. And where your mother stood, you see snow and water.
Fucking simulacrum.
Did I just kill my mother's simulacrum? Can I say one more thing as melting? I never wanted this. And for what it's worth, for all that you put me through, all that you made me do, I love you.
And with that, she falls into a puddle. Give me 1 second, y'all. I have to go grab something. I'll be right back.
So what? It's
Good
player talk
Lord.
time.
Comment from the peanut gallery time.
So she had Bardic
my God.
So you can hear
Inspiration
me yell.
and fucking Sneak Attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a rogue multi-class bard.
Probably
because
Whisper.
the bard does learn simulacrum, so
Yeah. How
Makes
high
sense.
level is she that she knows how to make a simulacrum?
Has to at least
that's
have
a
access
6th
to
level
7th.
spell.
It's a 7th level spell.
Oh, 7th.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So
I
was
just-
that at least level 14?
At least
14
13.
and 6.
13 actually. 13
Okay.
will get you
13,
access
7.
level 7.
13,
So
7 or 14,
with
6?
that, Mumsy Dearest is no more.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear footsteps coming from this direction. Oh, here, let me. This direction. What do you do?
How many footsteps?
Just one.
Shosha will stand there, dagger in hand, head high.
And you see Zashui just standing, leaning on the doorframe. Impressive. I thought for sure she would kill you.
It seems that I have a bit more fight in me than she thought. You have a choice now.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
You should know your mother better than that. And he passes you an envelope.
I'll take it. Flick it open. Say, don't move. Start reading.
The letter says, to the reader, there is a twin of this letter. If you are reading this, then that means that you have made yourself an enemy of our home. And I just would like you to know the name of your executioner. And you see Oshal.
Shosha will fold the letter. I assume you have ways of communicating with my mother.
I don't. You just killed the only communication that I had. Thus the letter. You understand?
Understandable. Well, as I said, you have a choice now.
Does anyone ever have a choice in this house?
I made mine.
And you are in the
giving
house
you-
no longer.
I am giving you the opportunity to make one as well. I know you don't like me. You've never liked me. And that's
Is that
fine.
what you think?
It is. And you can politic and hem and haw all that you'd like, but I know how you treated me. I know your doubts, and they were valid. My mother is right on one count. I'm not fit to leave this house.
You aren't.
I no longer follow our ways, and I choose a different path for myself. I would like to give you a choice.
Is it true that you found the King of Gloria?
It is.
Is it true that you've begun a partnership or a friendship with Izuko?
It is.
Then everything I thought about you was correct. You are not fit for this house. But you may be what Stoneheart needs. I pushed you to the brink. I found joy in watching you break because that was my job. That was the instructions given to me. And I obey them still. I am loyal to this house. I will always be loyal to this house. But I am a citizen of Stoneheart. And your mother's plans need to be executed to the fullest extent if they are going to succeed. And I believe there have been too many outside anomalies for it to succeed. I believe that your mother's hubris will not only be the downfall of this house, but it will be the downfall of our country. I did not like you, Shosha, because I did not have the freedom to like you. I did not love you because that is not something that is allowed in this house. But I think I may learn to believe in you. Now get out.
And Shosha will walk past him toward the door and turn back with her hand on the doorknob and say, I wish I could give everyone in this house some of the freedom that I have found. I am sorry.
Only Lady Sistera can give us freedom.
I am sorry, but I will never be her.
That is your choice.
Yes, it is. If you do happen to speak with my mother at any point before what's in this letter comes to pass, you may tell her that I will not allow harm to come to my brother.
Oshal is loyal to this house, as am I. He will do as commanded.
I know.
Then if you should encounter your brother, heed my warning. Run.
And Shosha will turn the handle and walk out of House Sisters.
Awesome. And we pick up with... Oh, well, actually, where is Shosha gonna go after this? I'm curious.
Shosha will walk out of the house, but she won't leave the estate just yet. She is going to go around back to through the courtyards, the finely kept gardens, the sparring grounds, until she makes her way to the poisoner's hut. And she is going to just see if Elsie is there.
And she is. She smiles at you. Look who's back from the dead.
A few times over, in fact. I can't stay long.
I know.
I just wanted a question answered before I can't return here anymore.
What question do you have for me, dear?
While I was in Nerve, I met someone who had made your acquaintance. And she said that at the time the soil wasn't ready. And
You know, I thought I smelt it when you walked in. I wasn't sure.
Tell me what to do next.
She walks over to you and she takes a chain from under her dress, and you see a very familiar ring, the same one that you have. And she goes, "The soil will be ready when you stop asking. But it's good to know that you're walking in the right direction." If I may ask a question.
Of course.
I'm sorry, I wasn't talking to you exactly. Solus, how far along are we on the path? Behind you. We're almost there. Has she met? She has. And has she walked? She did. So can I leave this wretched place now? The mission's over. You've played your part. Thank you. I've got to pack a few things. I hope you don't mind. And she starts to put bottles and bobbits in different places, in bags. She's preparing. You say anything?
I'm a bit confused.
Yes. Do you have questions?
How do you know Solus?
Because he told me to be here.
What was your mission?
You.
Where will you go?
Wherever the Guardians tell me to go next. I believe that the Yats have already made their presence here known, and we have to continue fighting them back in the darkness. Does she not know all this already? And Solus goes, "It's a lot." And she kind of looks at Solus and glares and walks over to you and puts your hands in hers. You are something that we've been waiting for a very long time. A piece of a resistance that we desperately need. We thought it was your mother. Solus came here to evaluate, and it wasn't. We'd only thought that it was because You. We have been watching and waiting for reemergence of an old power. We stave off corruption. We fight the influences of those not from our world. And we have been in dire need of a break. And we think that you are it. Or at least part of it. It's confusing.
Will you come with me? I want you to meet someone.
She immediately looks to Solus. Solus goes, yes, I'd love to.
Then we're going someplace that I never thought I would willingly venture.
Where do you want to go?
Let's go to pay a visit to Clan Zuko. There's someone there you should meet.
Okay. And you see she goes to her potion rack and goes, she is not going to be happy that this is going missing. Clan Zuko?
She's not very happy at all. In fact, she's currently a puddle of water on the floor. So.
I'm sorry. God, I hate your mother. All right. So, are we doing this?
Yes, let's go.
Okay. And you see she just chucks a bottle and it lands behind her and you see a doorway open up. She goes, see ya. It just falls backwards into it.
Is the doorway still there?
She's waiting for you. Like, she's not waiting for you. You can just jump in.
Yeah, no, I'll go. Here we go. Sure.
All right. And a day, Arabella and Eugene, you see just a woman flip out of nowhere and land. Just,
Sword.
woof.
Hand on swords right now. Just. Where are you?
Oh, wait. She's coming any moment now. I really hope that she can explain this, or we're going to have to fight, I think, because you're pointing a sword at me.
Oh, she's not pointing a sword. She's
okay.
Else.
And then Shosha appears.
Oh, my God.
How many flips does Shosha do?
She does no flips.
Just a jump.
Superhero land. Just.
And the camera's going to pan away from you all for a moment. And Yenna.
Hi.
You are flying your ass off, and then a minute passes.
I'm gonna find a safe place to land.
Okay. And you do. I'm gonna say you can either head in the direction of the Zukos, or you can head towards the old church.
I'm going to head towards the old church because I have a feeling that Mirabelle is not going to leave well enough alone, and if Mirabelle wants to scry on my location, I don't want her finding the resistance.
All right. Yeah, so you find yourself. Let's go ahead and do this. I had it and I lost it. I don't know where it went. I'm the worst GM that there's ever been. All right, let me find. I had the map and now it's gone from me. All right, so we're gonna use our imagination. You are back at the temple, and I'm gonna say a little tired. I'm not gonna give you a point of exhaustion. And there's a moment of quiet.
Yen is going to use the moment of quiet to start healing, stitching up wounds, and praying, and hoping that a certain someone that she heard does not show up. Um,
And you hear footsteps immediately.
Hand on the Holy Avenger, ready to rumble if I need to, I guess. Oh god. Why is my...
Okay.
Here we go.
What you doing?
Oh my god. Is it Stonks?
My name's Stocks.
I didn't...
Isn't it
Anita said
different
that.
stuff?
Yana didn't say that.
I know everything. What you doing?
Stonks. Currently bandaging up my wounds.
It's rough.
Yeah. Not very good. I fought I fought Mirabelle in a giant suit of armor.
Rough.
It's real tough, buddy.
I mean, like, if she's in armor, you didn't mention the weapon, so like,
Oh, there was this thing that fired projectiles at me, and she's quite a skilled magician, so there was lightning bolts. I'm a little crispy right now. Why are you back here again? But you said that you weren't coming back here.
oh, I lie all the time.
Mm.
And also, your friend told me not to come here, and nobody tells me what to do. So,
But I thought you said that you weren't coming back here because you already fulfilled your purpose, and this place creeps you out now.
oh, it does freak me out, but like, you know, gotta conquer your fears.
Why are you really here?
Hanging out.
Do I believe Docs?
Go ahead, roll an insight check.
Natural 20!
He is not hanging out.
Give me that card, please! Give me that card!
He is not hanging out.
I fail to see why you would continue to hang out in a decrepit church. It's kind of creepy. Please tell me why you're really here.
Why you all up in my business?
Why are you lying and withholding information?
Because it's my information and it's not yours. I don't owe you information.
I mean, apparently this is my land now, so...
I did not consider that.
Hmm.
Are you like gonna kick me out or something?
If you tell me exactly why you're here, then maybe we'll consider it a fair trade.
But is it your land? Because it looks like Mirabelle kicked your ass.
She did, but I still have a will. It says it's mine.
But like
Legally binding.
yeah, but she's totally gonna kill you though, right?
Ah,
Is that what's
absolutely.
happening?
But I mean, until
Okay,
that
then
happens.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't be scared of you because you're already dead.
Huh. Well, that's your prerogative, really. But I mean, if my friends come back, which they shouldn't be long, maybe we might be able to beat Mirabelle.
Okay, like, I guess I could show you, but like, you can't tell anybody.
All right. Deanna will like sort of stand, wince a little bit. Show away.
He just goes, walking over to some of the debris. He goes, you're like big, so I don't know if you'll be able to do this, but and he just squeezes through the debris.
Hey,
You can try an athletics check to move some of it and squeeze through.
Sure.
Go ahead, roll me in athletics.
That's a 9.
Yeah, you're too big.
Give me 1 second. Where's my good luck card? What does it do? No, that won't work. But that actually, I'm gonna turn this good luck card in before I heal myself, so that I can bump
All right, go
myself back
ahead.
up.
Well, you know what? How petty do I feel? How petty do I
How
feel?
petty do you feel? I mean, I already
I'm
laid
a,
on hands me for a little bit.
I'm gonna save it for later. I want that
Okay.
spice. All right. I'll let you try another athletics check since you've healed.
10.
10's actually all you needed. You're able to move enough rocks and squeeze through, and you kind of you're squeezing through, not knowing where you're going. You kind of fall a little bit as you're going down a stairwell as the debris was covering stairwell.
I sort of pull up behind Docs. So I'll cast light on my hand.
It is just a basement in the temple.
What's so important about here, this place?
Can you not see it?
I'll make a perception check.
Go ahead.
It's a 4. I don't see it. I don't see shit.
You don't see anything.
I don't see
Yes.
anything.
That's weird. Here, 1 second. And he walks over and he takes out something and he throws it. And it just looks like he throws it in the basement and it's gone.
I'll take out like a copper piece and I'll do the same thing in the same direction.
It's gone.
Walk towards this invisible thing.
Mhm.
And like put my hand into it. Hand
It's gone.
disappears.
Mhm.
Pull out the hand. So it's some kind of illusion magic.
Sometimes there's a guy, he has really cool stuff sometimes.
A guy that has cool stuff sometimes comes through here. Nana's going to poke their head through.
You see a forest.
Forest. Poke my head back. There's a forest through there.
Yeah.
You been?
No, that place is scary.
What's so scary about it?
Sometimes you're old, sometimes you're young. Sometimes you get really valuable stuff though, because it's old, but it's not yet.
Would I know anything about a place that matches that description?
Roll me a history check.
11? God, I can have good history.
No, not a thing.
So the guy that comes through here that has good stuff goes into there and then comes back with the good stuff?
Oh, he comes in from a different place. Then he goes in there. Then he comes out and he has good stuff, and sometimes he gives it to me, and then he goes out the way he came, which I don't know how he comes.
What does this guy look like?
He wears funny clothes. Like usually has stains on his shirt.
Out of character, sorry. Hmm. That's interesting. When was the last time he came by?
I don't know. Only catch up sometimes.
When I put my head through, did I sense anything with like any of my divine senses or?
Did you use your divine senses?
I'm gonna poke my head back in. I'm gonna give it a little sniff with my divine sense.
Make me a Constitution save.
Fuck. 13.
You get yanked all the way in.
Ah! I hate this.
And your divine senses goes off and you sense everything. Demons, devils, undead, the whole lot.
Faye?
Yeah, that too.
I'm gonna turn around and try to go back. There's no exit? Like I can't back out? Well, Stein, what did you get yourself into this time?
Roll me a dexterity save, please.
For sure. 13 plus 3.
You're able to dodge it just in time as a massive figure, a bulky man holding two swords goes flying back. I'll fucking kill you! And then you hear a cool, calm voice go, no, you won't. And you should already know that. If you were going to kill me, I wouldn't be here. And you see a gentleman in a black and gold robe with touches of purple on his shirt, slick back white hair, and a monocle holding a rapier. Chrono, not too late to change your mind. And that is going to be where we close off for today.
Ah! I need to know what's happening. I need to know what's happening.
I know we're ending a little early today, folks, but 3 hours ain't bad.
There's a lore drop that was dropped in chat, so we would get an after credit scene.
You get the mid-credit scene and the after-credit scene. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So, after-credit scene.
Mid.
Mid credits.
Oh, the mid-credit scene first. The mid-credit scene, we go back to a car with a gentleman in a brown trench coat, white shirt, and a mustard stains on his shirt. And he's talking to a woman in purple. And you see his phone goes off and he goes, and Amethyst goes, what? What now? God damn it, Gunther. And he goes, maybe, just maybe, someone from the fifth age ended up in the second. She goes, oh no. And that's the mid-credit scene. We are going to give you an after-credit scene, but first, let's say our goodbyes. Hello, everybody. I'm Noir. I'm your GM. I go by he, they. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Nigga. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Let's see, what else am I doing? On Wednesday, you can find me over on, I just joined the game, so apologies for not having all the information ready. I'm not good at this. You can find me over at Plus One Experience, where I am playing the Santa Side Squad alongside Sarah Franco and Bright Dystopia. It's going to be a good time. Saturday, you can find me same place you can always find me, right here on Morning Ritual. No,
Not
yes,
this Saturday because it's
not
Christmas.
this Saturday because it's Christmas,
Christmas.
which means absolutely nothing to me. On Sunday, I'm not doing a goddamn thing. So I'll probably be streaming all throughout Christmas because I'm lonely. Let's see. And that's, you know what? That's it for the most part. I mean, I've got announcements, but I can't announce them yet. There's some pretty cool stuff in the works. Just gonna have to trust me.
Yeah.
But next Monday, I hope to see you all again for KingsGuard. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and watching our story. I really hope that you're liking it. I'm just gonna pass it on down to the King Eugene Festerberger, aka AJ. What's up, man? Where can we find you?
Sup? I'm AJ, also known as Husha Kid. I'm a video editor, transcriber, streamer, voice actor, and stream producer. You can find me on the 3 T's of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_Kid. On the first Wednesday of every month, I serve Lord Quackers in Fowl and Friends, a D&D actual play found on Misty Mountain Legends at 7:30 p.m. EST. I play Dolph Fitzgerald, your cool bro halfling cleric / warlock. We are having a not a Christmas, it's more holiday special on the 29th of December. Stay tuned to Misty Mountain's Twitter for that, and also my Twitter. You'll probably find it on my Twitter as well. And then on Thursdays at night, it's time for the best esports team you have ever seen, Dub Club. Along with my teammates Milan and Dee, we go through all the games, all wins, every day, no losses. Do not check the VOD because, like I said, we always win. And always and don't check the VOD because we are not liable for anything that happens to you if you do check the VOD. So there's been some crazy stuff that's happened. This Thursday, we are continuing. Hopefully, it will be our finale of our Pokemon race through Fire Red and Leaf Green. We have all completed all 8 gyms, so we're on the trek to beating the Elite Four. So who gets the win gets bragging rights, and the other 2 get some punishments, which we have not decided. We decided yet? We might have to sing some Pokemon songs in punishment.
I kind of feel like whoever wins should get the belt, and then they should have to defend that belt against me.
I kind of feel like the losers should eat spicy things. Like, I mean, y'all got some spicy hot sauce.
I mean, I got some spicy things. I haven't eaten it in a while, but I'm sure take it better than Noir. Anyway,
oh, you little bitch.
Anyways, when we come back from our winter break on Fridays, you can find me on the Star Trek Adventures show called The Lost Frontier. Not The Last Frontier, The Lost Frontier. I play Dr. Tixel Tix, your very nervous and just anxiety-ridden doctor. They've gone through a lot. They just they're doing some romance stuff in there. Is it gonna be taken away from them? I don't know, Anita. Is it gonna be taken away from them?
Up to y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's up to you guys what happens to Nara.
Yeah, I know. Coming soon to a podcast series service near you, January 4th, actually. In the midst of giant country, an ancient series of trials are about to take place, and our travelers find themselves in the middle of it. Join Boone Riffin, my half-orc, half-lean, and monk, and their companions in the D&D 5e actual play through Hollow Flames, DM by the wonderful It's the Riddler. Yeah, please hire me, and I'm gonna pass it along to our great producer, Anita. Thank you, Anita. Take it away.
I have the ball. Hi, I'm Anita, or Panita, or Critical Misses. You can find me everywhere online at Panita or at Critical Misses. I'm a TTRPG streamer, graphic designer, producer, and cat mama about the space. You can find me here Mondays for KingsGuard. You can find me behind the scenes Wednesdays for Blue Ghosts, and Fridays for the lovely Star Trek series that I GM, which is The Lost Frontier. And this week, The Lost Frontier is on a break because it's Christmas Eve and we want people to be able to spend time with their families. So you'll be able to find us back in about
Christmas.
You'll be able to find us back after the new year, probably around the 7th. And on the 14th, we're going to have a very special guest for the show. One, the Noir Enigma.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what show are we talking about?
The Lost Frontier.
The Lost Frontier.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on that. I blacked out.
You're good. But that is me. You can also find me Wednesdays over on Vancouver by Night for Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary game, Tales from the Rookery, Toronto by Day. That is it for me. If you want to see me on more things, bring me on your things. I'm going to take it over and pass it to D.
Oh, that's me. Hi, I'm D. Hello. Good evening, my lovely children of the dark. My name is D, and I've been playing a Deizuko this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're interested in where you can follow me in all the shenanigans and chaos that I cause and then abruptly leave, on Mondays you can find me here doing this Grim Reaper thing, Grim Reaper, Romeo and Juliet bullshit that I do. On Tuesdays, starting tomorrow, actually, we're about to have the premiere episode over on TTRPG, a game DM'd by the lovely Arcane Goth. That is called The Between, a little holiday horror miniseries where I will play Leferian Anton Esquire. And you can come see me do real horny shit because it's bad with this character. On Wednesdays, you can catch me back here on the Critical Misses channel where I am the twisted mind behind the wonderful series Blue Ghosts, which is a Blades in the Dark styled campaign that is based on a Don Bluth cartoon getting in a blender with the movie Heat and just spinning it around until everyone loses their shit. On Thursdays, as AJ mentioned, you can catch me as one part of the Triforce that is the Dub Club. Watch us all get these wins. I have a 9 tails, so unfortunately they have no chance to beat me in this race. But on Fridays, you can catch me over on my channel where I stream various things all the time. It's a great time. You can come party on Saturdays and Sundays. I have promised my partner that I will sleep and not only work on all the things. So I guess I have to do that. Yes, I am the reigning and retaining
This is
TTRPG Universal
bullshit.
Champion. If you want to know how you can actually get a chance to be the number one contender at this belt, all you got to do is bring me the head of Noir Enigma and you're number one contender. I'll beat you first just to keep my belt.
I'm
That has
booking
been
my
me.
flight right now.
Thank you all so
Come
much
get
for
some.
coming. And I'm going to pass it over to a particularly chaotic blade singer, Darby.
Dorby.
Hello, it's me. I am Darby. You can find me on
No, you're Ace, not Aloe.
True facts. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter as @chaoticdarby. I might look like a human, but really I'm a possum in a skin suit. I'm still working on that tag because it's not flowing quite as easily now that my Twitter username has changed. You can catch me on my channel on Twitch tomorrow at 11 PST, where I'll be playing some interesting Civ doohickeys with a certain duck and a certain it's the Riddler. We're gonna try and make it the worst civilizations possible that can still barely survive, and then swap after an hour and see if we can make it to victory. I don't know, because I literally don't read anything that a Civ does. I don't read. I just click on things and hope that they work. So we'll see. You can also probably find me there Wednesday early afternoon around 1 and maybe Friday as well. I am making a Grinderino towards affiliate. I am 7 followers away from hitting that follower minimum. So, if you want to hawk me a follow, that would be greatly appreciated. Besides that, you will also find me on January 4th in the Through Hollow Flames podcast, playing a certain dweeby little gnome nerd. And other than that, the rest of my stuff is all going to be coming in the next year. So I can't talk about them yet, but there's going to be quite a few. I've counted. It's going to be like 3 new things. So, bazinga.
All right. And that brings us to last, but certainly not least. Man, you had a heavy session today. Harper, aka Shosha. Exiled from her house?
That happened, yeah.
What?
Hi everyone, I'm Harper, otherwise known as Harpersona or Harpersona Games on the internet, and I've been playing Shosha No Longer Sistruris, who has given up her family name. She's just Shosha now.
Nice.
You can find me across the internet as Harpersona, that's on TikTok and here at Twitch. You can also find me on Twitter as Harpersona Games because somebody got Harpersona banned before I could even get the username. Screw them. I'm doing a couple of things actually in the new year, which is exciting. I'm going to be on the Through Hall of Flames podcast that is DM'd by the wonderful It's a Riddler with other people in this cast, where I play Ursa, who is strong, like bear in forest. So maybe come find more about them. And also in the new year, I am leaning more into something that I've always wanted to do, which is writing for TTRPGs. So if you want to throw me a follow over on Twitter, I'm going to be putting out stuff that I'm writing for 5e and other stuff. And also, if you wanted to hire me, that'd be great. But that is all from me at the moment, and blessed Yule, everyone.
Hire us all. Hire us all, please.
We all need jobs.
We need jobs, please.
All right, and that brings us to an end. That's our session for today. I think we're gonna go ahead
After
and
credits.
Excuse
what?
me.
No.
Excuse
Yeah, we just
me.
got a raid, so we
After
gotta do
credits.
another.
You're gonna let those 10,000 channel points go to waste?
all right, here we go. Lord Drop. So off in the distance, we see Eugene, Ade, Arabella walking towards the mountain, and Shosha and a mysterious stranger appear in front of them. And our camera zooms back, way back, way back. And there's a voice. They must pay for their transgression. There are still yet too many. We will wait until he is separated, and then we will take him to pay for his crimes. He has the audacity to wear a crown. How fitting. We shall hang him in it, and all will see the hanging of the King of the Sky. We see the camera turns, and a legion of Fey Shadow Elves and Shadow Fey watch with sharpened blades, waiting for Eugene to have a moment of vulnerability, and then they will take him. And that's it. That's our show for today. I just wanted to make sure I got a chance to say, and really this doesn't matter to anybody except for the people that it matters to. If you know, you know. Fire Nagy. Fire Matt Nagy. Fire Nagy. Fire Ryan Pace. Fire everybody. Let's fix the Bears. Bear down, baby. Let's go.
Fire Nagy chat starting at KingsGuard. We're gonna go on a raid. Who's online that we can raid? TPK's
Let's go
online,
ahead.
or
Yeah, let's go ahead and raid TPK.
all right, we're gonna go say hi to our friends over at TPK Roleplay.
Fire Matt Nagy. Fire all of them.
Also, for the king.
Oh yeah, for the king.
For the king, by the way.
Fire Matt Nagy for the king.
For the king. Bye, everybody.
I'm so fucked.